Say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
It was the 200th anniversary of the Star Spangled Banner, and Birchez Associates and its founder Steve Aaron held a community celebration to pay tribute to our national anthem and to the unifying and profound effect that song has had on its citizens throughout this country's history.
And the shelling continued, and it continued, and it continued. And when it was over, Key, who left the British ship and went on to the fort, examined exactly why this flag was still flying while the pole was somewhat tilted, and realized that it was being held up by the bodies of Americans who stood around it to ensure that it would never fall.
What always moves me in the Star Spangled Banner is the final element of the first stanza where he says, "Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave." What Key is saying is, are we, all these years later, are we still the land of the free and the home of the brave? I think we can say yes, but it's a constant vigilance and it's a constant battle.
It's the words that really tug on your heart.
The morning event brought together Birchez at Chambers senior residents, invited elected and community leaders, and some special guests from the second grade class at nearby Chambers Elementary School.
This is as much academic as anything else. They need to know the history of our country. They don't have opportunities like this. So it's wonderful for them to see that elected officials take this, to have such pride in our country, and it's wonderful for them to interact with the seniors and be able to just bring a little joy to them.
I think America is a very powerful country and also very responsible. It just makes me very happy, and it helps us survive and be safe.
To be able to have the kids integrate with the seniors, and I had to tell the principal that I'm so happy that school is back in session, because I live on the side of the building with the school, and just to hear the kids yelling and screaming and running is just an inspiration for us.
Those attending say these types of neighborhood events are great for community spirit and remembering our history, and they give credit to Steve Aaron, who they say never wavers in his commitment to hold events that bring the whole community together.
Steve has a soft spot for kids and seniors, and it just shows what he's willing to do for the community. I mean, he's fantastic the way he brings everybody together. I mean, how many places do this? It's unbelievable.
I think by having these different events and different functions, it brings the community together, and it was good to come out here today and to celebrate.
This, obviously, it was a very significant event, a very significant time in our history. My God, 200 years. Amazing. And I believe that, as it was pointed out as part of the program, especially with what's going on in our country today and in the world today, if it was ever more important for us to remember, and even though it's 200 years later, now was a wonderful opportunity to help sponsor something so that our seniors here could remember how great our country is.
I have had sons in the service. My husband was in the service. My brothers were in the service. It's just great.
We have to remember what the Founding Fathers intended for us to be. And the War of 1812 was almost the end of the life of the Founding Fathers of the nation. It was the next generation that fought that war. So I think it's a challenge for those of us in this generation. And every time I hear the song sung, I think about that.